Hey!
Welcome to Tattoo Shop Talk. This is the new format during the crazy times, and today I'll share my experience. We had a tattoo convention. In between kind of stricter rules, there was some brighter days, and somebody managed to arrange tattoo convention. It's called HCA INK, which is Hans Christian Andersen INK. They're the same guys that do Prisoning, which was cancelled because everything was locked down. Yeah, we booked it, and there was some restrictions, and everyone was like, hey, is it still happening? It did happen. They got thumbs up from police and all that. On the day when we went there, the guy was like not happy at all there. Well, basically police came by. You can't have, because usually there's bars and food trucks outside. They're like, everything has to be inside so you can control amount of people, which kind of doesn't make sense because the area is locked outside, so you have more spread out and more fresh air and all that. So that was that food truck, and they were grilling some crazy foods. So sometimes you just work and you kind of have a bit of smell, and it's one of those smells that you don't want to inhale anymore because you're not sure, because it's like, is it grilled cheese or somebody shit themselves, you know? So that was weird. And there was obviously not that many international shops. They probably can't get here, and then some shops pulled out last minute. I don't know if they were like planning to go at all, but they made this like kind of announcements that like, well, we care about the virus and all that. So at least it worked like what it's called, advertisement for them, that they are the caring ones.
Now I would like to see how much it worked, but yeah, sometimes it works. I mean, people maybe got scared and didn't go and tried to make at least some money, but I don't know.
We planned it to go like and keep shop open because it's a local tattoo convention. So we would, with the colleague, shift one day there. But last moment, colleague couldn't make it due to some health things. All the last week of preparing and getting there and running the thing was on me. So that was a bit tough. But it was busy. Like I was busy all 3 days. I came there. I was like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be here even. Like I could have just chilled at shop, and people just keep on coming up, and I'm like, can we do that tattoo at the shop? Because I want to focus. This is like madness, like, you know, that's loud. Like we were in between couple of booths. They were like doing music battle, you know, like you couldn't hear your thoughts at some point.
But did you make designs? They were picking up them, or they were just coming walk-ups?
The stuff I did was, I had some flashes, some silly ones, and so I didn't do anything like that. Was one tattoo that I was like, oh, this one is at least something. The rest of it was like all the silly flashes where dude with his balls hanging out and
so all people like picked some weird shit, yeah, mostly?
Yeah, the one with that balls hanging out in a love heart, his friend picked a tattoo for him. And the guy couldn't see what he's getting until it's done. So
wow, man, this is crazy. That's like a house party tattooing.
It felt kind of like it. And again, people like didn't care as much. You saw less people with masks than without them. Then it's kind of like also like a trend. Many tattooists now sell their own, like, you know, with their logos and some cool letterings and all that stuff. Oh, on that note, I went to buy some books, and I'm looking at the books, and suddenly, boom, the Emil's book, Midnight Creatures, the supplier was selling it there. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, he sold, what do you call it, like triple numbers? No, how do you call it? When you sell like more than triple digits.
Cool. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah, they sold out. I mean, he sold them like the first amount, and that company sold the books out completely and asked for buying them more.
Really cool.
Yeah, so they did a good one. Yeah, man. I mean, you can keep on printing them and sell them for them, I guess.
That was a cool move. Like a guy from one shop invited kind of a lot of people from convention to kind of after mini party to his shop, and that was nice because that kind of, there was this type of, everyone could greet and meet each other. So on the last day on the convention, people were like nodding heads and saying hello, so that was nice. The gentleman, you know, who works in a city, he posted on the day, I just don't want to tell names because I don't know how they feel about it, but guy posted on the day that his like fingers are bandaged up, and I was like, I met him, like he's a tattooist. I was like, what happened to you? I thought he maybe, I don't know, fell down or something. He said he got a nerve damage from stretching.
Yeah.
Wow. So he can't work for some time. So that that health thing is also
I mean,
makes you think, you know, like
yeah, he's not tattooing for that long, you know.
yeah, well,
So
a good stretch.
all I say fucking master splitter, but I mean I always say this, man. You if you want to be serious with tattooing, then you have to just be serious about taking care of yourself, because sooner or
Yeah,
later it's gonna come at you. You know, I had
Because-
these problems before. I mean, I don't know how serious is for him. I had even elbow problems, wrist problems.
You had that stuff growing on your hand, and
Yeah, man. And I've seen. I mean, it's not only tattooers who have these problems. It's like mostly everyone who has physical job. You know. I mean, sitting is one thing, but if you move around and use your fingers
Yeah.
or whatever.
I mean, the older guy from previous place where we work, he had that thing when his arm just went. That was also nerve damage, but he's been tattooing since forever. So
Yeah.
you know, you kind of have that thought that like, oh, okay, that's, you know, he
I will
tattoos
get used to
forever.
it. You know.
Or like, you know, back in the days there were different conditions, but when
Yeah.
you see a young guy like that. Also, I met a girl, she was actually also from Latvia, and she's tattooing in some shop in Denmark. And she said she had a problem with she overworked hands, and it was like kind of hard to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And she talked to a physio person, and she got recommended some exercises to stretch and all that. And one of the exercises she got recommended was to do this. Because it
Let me try.
kind of because it stretches the whole bit that's usually looked up, and I was like, that's the best thing ever.
I'm gonna keep on talking with you like this.
On the last day I was super tired, and actually I'm gonna plug affiliate link to one tool. When my girlfriend's family was visiting, they all like, you know, fitness people and power lifters and whatnot, and they showed me this gun. That's massage gun. It's this ball that it's sort of like
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
a jigsaw. So I was like, come on guys, but then it really worked, so I ordered one as well. On the
Yeah,
last
cool.
day I took it to convention. My colleague, he was tattooing one lady, she tried it, she bought it like right away. She went online.
Oh
Like the
wow.
people next booth, the guy was like, just tried. He's like, I need one of these things. Yeah, after convention, my girlfriend did all my back and legs and all that. Usually after like crazy work like this, like you wake up all achy and stuff. I woke up, none of the things hurt. I was just tired. But I was like, oh cool, that
I
gadget
guess
actually works.
it helps to circle blood through the muscles, I guess. Yeah, because when they get
and loosen them up or something. I
yeah
don't know.
yeah. Because when they tie it up, the blood does not go through that well. That's
I
what
don't
heard.
think if you have back problems, it's healthy, because then you need doctor. But for just
yeah,
some tightness, it worked. Anyway, yeah. Back
for
to
sure.
convention. It was also a funny thing because they argued with police about like what they can do and what they cannot. They were like, they're probably gonna come and check up on us. Like everything has to be on spot. The staff was running all the way around, and so people don't gather. So if someone's taking pictures, they're like, oh, go to that wall, there's more space. And we were tattooing, it was after 10, and the organizers came by. They're like, hey guys, you have to be out by 11. And we're like, cool, we're finishing up. And then you look up and it looks like, you know, you made a party at home and your mom is coming, because everyone's packing up and just rushing and
Yeah.
finishing and like packing their stuff and just like kind of going out. It was like, oh, that's silly, but it is what it is.
Man, this will go into memories, you know.
It was super nice that it happened, because many tattooists said like that social part. When you can go out, you can meet other tattooists, you can talk, you can, I don't know, joke about stuff, have a beer with somebody. That's also the part that people miss, and you've been like, especially in some countries where you just locked in, it's crazy. So that was
Yeah, man.
nice. And next week after convention, again, the numbers were kind of going off, and it wouldn't happen week after. We squeezed through it. Well, I guess I have to wait if I have no symptoms. Yeah, I did a test not too long ago, because our kids got sick, so I went in with clean conscience. Then I was in one room with 400 people breathing on each other.
So it was your own idea to check yourself, or to put yourself away from people afterwards.
No. Afterwards, I'm just waiting if something will happen. Then
Like
I'll
the
do
signs,
it.
yeah. If you have diarrhea
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, or bad mood, or I'm tired or something. And
Alright.
yeah, before that we did because our kids got sick, and then they got tested to get back to kindergarten, and we're like, well, we might as well. That was that, but I kind of didn't want it to go to convention, and because of that colleague situation, it was like crazy. But after it, I'm happy that I went. It was busy. I handed out some, business cards. I did some work. Met some people, so that part worked well. And the world seems depressing if you can't go anywhere. Like, I haven't been outside Denmark for like 3 years, It's just crazy, and at least there was some event. So
I wanted to ask, what about tattooers? Do they feel more friendly because of this times, or?
everyone was super confused. I mean, everyone was nice, everyone was friendly, and maybe also because it was smaller convention and there were not those super huge shops, where you go and there's just one row of like this chain and next row is that chain, and everyone is sort of competitive, and these groups of people where it looks like the jacked up orcs and the little traditional goblins tattooing, and the girl with the green hair, all that stuff. So it was more friendly because it was smaller, I guess. And
I guess, yeah.
and people are just happy to do stuff.
Yeah, whatever it is. I mean, for us as well, you can feel when suddenly they decided to make parties at night till 2 o'clock, not 12. Everyone was going nuts, man. Like, people were going out in town like it's fucking...
Well,
They
that
first-
messed up things here, because now the main demography, what is called the age group, is the 20 to 25, and it's just when they reopened, everyone rushed to parties, and now it's all that age group who have the thing. And now because of that, things are getting locked down again. Like, not locked down, but highly restricted, and yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, fucked up.
Well,
man.
at the same time, now there's this expensive hygiene course in Denmark, but we all have to go to it, and it's run by some doctor who doesn't really like tattoos even. He was on some TV program, and he's like, nah, I wouldn't recommend to get a tattoo.
It's a new thing?
But yeah, like, remember that the one we went to back in the day,
Yeah,
hygiene
yeah.
course? So that association who was pushing that course a couple years later said like, nah, it's not approved, you need a new one, and here's a new one, and it's like 3 times more expensive. Like, they will give you a little discount on it. And I saw pictures from that course, which is run by a doctor. Nobody wear a mask. Like, shops were posting like, oh, look, we're on a hygiene course. Everyone's sitting in the big room. Like, nobody have things covered. It's run by a doctor, so it's kind of questionable. But obviously, you have to do it. It's like obligatory from next year. So we'll see again. How will that affect? Can you go and work as a guest artist on a convention? Can you go and work as a guest artist without that course? Because
Probably you can,
sense.
but yeah, people will still do it, I guess. I mean, you cannot lock down. Anyways, I mean, tattooers been tattooing underground as well before,
No, but also, like, for example, you have your own course from Latvia, and that's still European country. So how is that?
Different story.
That should be, because you can't like have a guest artist and be like, okay, man, come in. You'll pay like 3,500, spend the whole day in the course just so you can come back here again.
Yeah, these are not.
Maybe
I
that-
mean, every country makes their own rules, and they don't think about other countries. So right now,
there should be some.
I have a
some
feeling that
workaround.
it's a kind of like a business. People see a chance to make money, and they see this the tattooing is growing crazy. I mean, it's already big. There is nowhere to grow anymore, expanded. Yeah, a lot of these business guys coming in, and they want to make their rules, and if tattooers not gonna stand up for their tattooer knows the best. If a good tattooer with a lot of experience been working, and he knows what rules should there be. I mean, there have been rules in good tattoo shops anyways, hygiene rules and whatnot. Just I mean, it's good that we have somebody making the rules, but I think more tattooers should be involved.